You're going down to the big house. That right. Period. You did it. Now you gotta go to jail.
Alright, so boom, wagwan, brother. Welcome back to another installment of edutainment. As some of y'all may or may not know, Christian entrepreneurs Casey, Dana Olivera, and to a lesser extent, her husband, Donnell Morris, have been officially sued by Pennsylvania District Attorney General Josh Shapiro for business malpractice.
At 5, a social media influencer with nearly 800,000 followers now has the attention of the Pennsylvania Attorney General. A lawsuit alleges that Dana Chanel ripped off the same community she claimed to care about.
The fact that this mother is not serving time in some federal penitentiary is a huge, hot, heaping pile of horse.
All right. So I want y'all to look at where it says count 6, violations of the consumer protection law. All right. Commonwealth versus defendants Alakazam apps, Casey Dana Olivera, aka Dana Chanel, and Nakia Rattray, who was Uncle Magic, who was her father. Okay. So here in the paperwork, it says defendants failed to deliver goods or services promised to consumers for which consumers contracted and paid.
Give me my damn money back right now, and I don't have no damn receipt.
It says, as detailed in the preceding paragraphs of this complaint, the Alakazam defendants entered into contracts with consumers to construct functional mobile apps for the consumers' small businesses and nonprofit organizations. Multiple consumers who paid the Alakazam defendants never received products or services for which they paid. Multiple consumers who paid the Alakazam defendants for mobile app development services and hosting never received reasonably functional mobile apps as promised. Instead, the product the Alakazam defendants provided to these consumers did not work or lacked any value to consumers.
Why, Dada? Why?
This is business.
This is my sweat.
I know, but I did business.
Shut up! Shut up!
This is business.
Hey!
But Chanel, whose real name is Casey Olivera, is now facing a hefty lawsuit filed by the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office. The AG says she violated consumer protection laws. The victims claimed they paid for services they never received. Olivera operated companies named Credit Exterminators, later rebranded as Earn Company, and a mobile app development service called Alakazam Apps. And the victims got nothing in return. Olivera's father, Nakia Rattray, and her sister, Cassandra April Olivera, are also being sued. In a statement, Attorney General Josh Shapiro said, quote, Dana Chanel built a following online by presenting herself as a Black woman-owned small business success story. Shapiro added, then she ripped off the same community she claimed to care about. Hollywood talent agent Tiana Jackson said she was duped after seeing Olivera not only on Instagram, but also at industry events.
I had $500 taken from my accounts, and they took that money before we had a valid contract. And she utilized this faith-based approach and ripped off a lot of good people. It's disgusting.
Not idiots. When you make a mistake, take it seriously. When the customer's not happy, I want you to beat yourself in the head about it. I want you to get mad. I want you to get frustrated at yourself so it can prompt change. But every second you say, I can just fix it right now. Let me just fix it right now. You have not allowed the pain of doing bad business to brand you enough to make changed action.
We have the tapes. We have the information.
So they were pretty much doing business underneath a different entity name. They did not register this entity name. Okay. And it says, despite portraying Alakazam apps to be a business entity since 2018, Dana Chanel and Uncle Magic did not incorporate Alakazam Apps LLC until August of 2020. And I'm going to show you how. This is from the Department of State for the state of Pennsylvania, that the entity was created in August of 2020. And I literally said, there's no way that they're going to be able to get away with this. I literally said it. Okay. So as you can see here, it says here, the business entity details Alakazam, and that this was initiated in 2020, but you've been creating apps since 2018, giving out invoices for a company that didn't exist.
I figured we'd take a look at them addressing allegations of them scamming small business owners.
First, I want to thank you so much for your patience. I'm afraid our silence has come off as some type of admission of guilt, when it has always been our desire to be an example to Black business owners on how to deal with business discrepancies with professionalism and diplomacy.
We are currently dealing with the civil lawsuit and deny any and all claims that have been made. We have the best legal team in the country fighting to defend us. But please know that we take all consumer matters very seriously. And
where did you get the money for the best legal team? Where did that money come from to get the best legal team?
Why, Dada? Why?
This is business.
This is my sweat.
I know, but I did business.
Shut up! Shut up!
This is business.
Hey!
But I digress.
all of our supporters and customers, I'm asking that you stand at this time, acknowledge and vouch for the fact that we have positively impacted your lives, and also have confidence in the fact that you can patronize our businesses and receive quality service.
See, that's the thing, okay? Let me clarify one thing, okay? One thing with all of these scamming accusations, whether it's Prince Donnell, Mr. Organic, or any other guru online, right? A good guru doesn't scam everybody, okay? Doesn't finesse everybody. You do just enough good business to where some people can vouch for your credibility.
And they will stop at nothing to get it, all right? But take a listen to this very incriminating audio that leaked after one of the actual scammer pages that was exposing all of this was shut down. This audio was released by them first, and then next thing you know, their page was gone, all right? I don't know the logistics of how or what exactly took place on why the page got taken down, but I found it very ironic that after this video or this audio leak that page was gone. So take a listen to what Don had to say.
Tell y'all that every single person that's claiming allegations online of us scamming the community, that every single person that's sitting here, I'm not going to tell you that every single one of them is lying.
Have people to point fingers at. And so we just want to encourage you as we continue to, go through this. We only want to talk to you and desire to go. We're not going to go to Instagram court. You won't see us fighting or arguing with anyone. We're real entrepreneurs. We follow business the way it is supposed to be done. And if anybody has a discrepancy, they can go ahead and follow it the proper way. We literally, it's okay. We understand that not everybody's going to be happy. And it's almost in a sense where it's so personal that maybe it's someone who couldn't afford the opportunity.
I will address these in a more professional way.
Yeah.
So with that being said, there were indeed failures on our part that we have innovated beyond that to make sure that our customers are more satisfied. And number one is customer service. I will sit here and tell y'all every day of the week that during that time, our customer service may not have been the best. In fact, our customer service wasn't the best. Why? Because at the time of us growing, we still were trying to make up for customer service and hiring more.
And my grandmother used to always say that if you let a person speak long enough, eventually they're going to tell you everything it is that you need to know. Right?
It's one thing to have 20% customer satisfaction. What about the other 80% that are complaining? You know what I'm saying? Bad business can only be in operation for so long, right? If you have just enough good people speaking about you changed my life, or blah blah blah, you helped me develop my app with Alakazam, you helped me improve my credit score with, I guess, their credit exterminators, right? Two things can be right at the same time, right? Them helping you could be correct, and them scamming this other person and finessing them out of their money can also be correct. Mutually exclusive, but both correct.
With that being said, we also wanted to bring forth another solution to our community. The Black Business Review Board. We are actively vetting.
We don't need anything else. We good. We are good. We are 100% fine. We don't need any more Black targeted programs from you two individuals. I don't care what it is. We are completely fine. We have enough people that have came out with their horror stories. We are good. Please keep that for yourself. Okay. I don't even know what it is they're trying to present. The first thing that came in their mouth was black something. Hold on, let's listen.
We are actively vetting professional men and women to not just fight for the entrepreneur, but fight for the consumer so that we can create a safe place for commerce. So we can internally ensure that we're offering resources for the best business practices. Now let's get back to creating freedom, security, and financial stability for our community.
The last thing we need is someone that is being accused of creating an unsafe environment for commerce when it comes to black people, being responsible with creating a program based around protecting black people through commerce. It's insane.
Can you imagine? You're under investigation for fraud or for scamming people, and now you're going to introduce another company or organization that people should trust you will be liable? How you this is a thing when people have too many hands in different pockets. Be very cautious, right? Like this says, oh, he does Forex, he does drop shipping, he does ClickBank, he does YouTube, he has 10 different businesses. It's one thing to have different streams of income, but more than likely, a lot of these millionaires, quote unquote, aren't active in all 11 plus or 5 plus streams of income. They have 1 to 3 maybe that they're heavily active in, and the other ones are actually passive. So if they're saying that they're also active in all these other businesses, just know that they're running themselves thin, which will likely lead to customer dissatisfaction.
I'm Dana Chanel, the Christian entrepreneur.
So how did you come up with the idea for the CurlBible? Because I know you've been working so hard on this brand. We've been following you on Instagram when you used to be in the dark setting and you used to be doing a prayer like back in the day, like 2013.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the idea for the CurlBible?
Well, I feel like being an entrepreneur, I don't like to call myself a business owner because to me that's 100% focused on one business, but an entrepreneur does whatever is necessary to make money. And so we've innovated from when we...
I don't like to call myself a business owner because to me that's 100% focused on one business, but an entrepreneur does whatever is necessary to make money. But an entrepreneur does whatever is necessary to make money.
We have the tapes. We have the information.
Professional men and women to not just fight for the entrepreneur, but fight for the consumer so that we can create a safe place for commerce. So we can internally ensure that we're offering resources for the best business practices. Now let's get back to creating freedom, security, and financial stability for our community. Thank you.
Thanks.
Down to the big house. That right. Period. You did it. Now you gotta go to jail.
I just find it funny how people are accusing you of bad business practices for all these other companies, Credit Exterminators, Alakazam. Those are the only 2 companies that are actually on the lawsuit, right? Jumping Jack Taxes, CurlBible, not necessarily. But those companies as well also have their own fair share of bad reviews online.
Making that $75,000 salary in 4 months, which, by the way, the average salary across the United States of America is somewhere roughly between $40,000, which would mean, I'm almost guessing, that $75,000 will be more than what you're making right now in a 4-month period, and that you will be able to live the entire rest of the year off of all the work that you did in 4 months.
Believe that everything is going to work out. How do you do it?
Well, I'll tell you my secret, sir.
I lie to myself. Every morning when I wake up, I say everything's gonna be okay, but I'm lying. And I don't know how much longer I can do it.
And all you need is 300 people to retire yourself. This seems like a pretty good opportunity. How much does it cost to get started?
Can't wait for you to sign up.
I'm not signing in, okay? This is a pyramid scheme, and I'm here to save my friend.
Yo, it might just be multi-level marketing. Let's give him a chance.
Hush, oh, hush, oh, Dana is scamming and it's true. Donnell's in on it too. Uncle Magic and April gonna
I'm definitely going down there for that.
I just find it funny how you're now going to come up with another solution to address the scamming or help other businesses deal with bad customer experiences. That's funny to me. Now, the following video you're about to watch is the type of predatory marketing I hate to see.
So we just had a jumping jack tax partner who went to her bank and took out a loan to actually start her tax business. And I just told her that was the most courageous thing she could have ever done. It's actually very brave and it's bold. And it's what every successful entrepreneur needs to have in order to win. I'm a big believer of using other people's money in order to get ahead. I love OPM.
Hush, oh, hush, oh, Dana is scamming and it's true. Donnell's in on it too. Uncle Magic and April gonna scam you too. I'm definitely going down there for that one.
Honestly, like right now, did we get scammed? I guess so. Like in terms of the contract, yes. In terms of money, I would say so as well a little bit, because JJT, their whole recruiting thing is that you're going to make a 5-figure salary, like when you sign up.
Okay.
And we've been signing up with them since 2019, and now it's 2020. So the first tax year has officially ended, right?
Right.
And my partner and I, guys, we said that we put $5K to sign up, right? But what they don't tell you is that usually when you start a business, like you have a lot of overhead costs. So yes, you put $5K in to like buy the franchise, but who's going to like pay for the office rent? Who's going to pay for employees? Who's going to pay for advertising? Who's going to pay for you to even like get your business name and a whole bunch of stuff? So technically we put in like about, between her and I, we put in about 10K. So I put in about 5K and she put in about 5K. I will say that we made back like maybe 6K, but that's way different from the 5-figure salary that they were talking about.
So first of all, you gotta ask yourself, how many people who are a part of it or who are franchisees are actually making that amount? Is it 10%, 50%, 1%, right? And then in according with that $30,000 to $70,000 range in income, what is it after business expenses? Like, what's the profitability of said business, right? So just take all the income claims and whatnot with a little grain of salt, right? So that's basically my closing remarks. But y'all stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? Once in a while, all the commentary online does transfer into real life actual lawsuits and allegations. So if you are ever scammed by any person or anybody's ever finessed you, feel free. Make a YouTube video. Just put on a camera, look at a tripod, put on a book stand, and speak your experiences. You speaking about your experience getting scammed allegedly or getting finessed by this person could save the next man or woman from getting finessed by that person or company as well. Alright, but God bless, much love, peace and joy, namaste, and always remember, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it, and too much of any good thing is good for nothing. How are you lot doing today? Say with me, I am doing more, saying less, keeping that same energy, no cap. And if you want more in-depth understanding about the other 3 businesses that are not named on the lawsuit, watch that video right here as well, or check out my other video on Mr. Him 500, who's essentially teaching credit card fraud. Alright, flip the script, I'm out, deuces.
I got a baddie, now she on to me. She want me bad, so she on her knees. She throw it back, show me she a 3. She throw it back like it on repeat. She love my face, told her it's a C. Straight to the face, blood man never cheat. I never chase, but I'm on my feet. Money we chase, but we keep receipts. I just walked and stepped in a room with a sweet one looking all peng and cute. If a man try getting rude, make a man get twist like a Rubik's Cube. I ain't really into much of the violence, but I'm violent when I step on a beat.